reason why I am live streaming again. I wasn't originally planning to do this, but because of how bad of a race I had earlier today at the Charlotte, wanted to redeem myself, not just as far as like the poor driving, but just, you know, the commentary, everything in general. I didn't feel like it was that great of a video. So we're going to redo things here. This is going to be my second race on the NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Wasn't even originally planning on doing this race up until the start of the NASCAR season. But we're going to do it right now. And it's going to be the full-length race, obviously. We're going to race our first race with this season with the steering wheel. So yeah, we qualified 4th. I think we're going to have a pretty good day here today. Tyler Reddick, he's starting on the pole. Jeff Green and Justin Allgaier will start at the rear. So starting 4th after qualifying 4th. Pretty good qualifying effort, to say the least. We came away with an 8th place finish in the opening race at Daytona. So here we go, green flag in the air. Stephen Light won the Daytona race. Who will win here at Atlanta to lock themselves into the playoffs as well? 40 laps in stage 1 as we are underway. What a start here, as Christopher Bell is going to get all the way out to the lead, taking it 3 wide to the top side. And we might have a fast car here in this one, because I was very surprised at how good of a start we had there, even on the outside. Got a little bit looser of the setup, but we're able to run pretty much full throttle around this racetrack, even with the setup I've got. So we're going to lead the opening lap of the race again. This is a 40-lap opening stage. This is a 163, 250-mile race here from start to finish. See Chase Briscoe quickly able to get up to 2nd, and how about Tyler Reddick falling back to 5th here at the end of the first lap. Race is really all about tire management. The roughest surface in all of NASCAR. Last repaved here in 1998. So tire wear is going to be a huge factor in this race. As we only have 4 sets of tires to pit with, it's going to cause for a nice little strategy here. As well, we're going to have to try and make every run last as long as possible. Pushing up the racetrack a little bit there through turns 1 and 2. Usually on the 1.5-mile tracks, no matter what series I'm in, I usually run the top side, but I'm going to try something a little different here and stay around the bottom the majority of the time, at least until I feel comfortable enough with the steering wheel to move to the top side of the track. But I am just very surprised right out of the start of this one. Was not expecting that whatsoever. So we got enough fuel to get to the end of stage 1, that is for sure. But how will the wear rate go on whether or not we can actually make it to the end of the stage on tires? So that'll be an interesting question. I did practice for about 7 laps. Practice going down onto pit road as well in that process, in case I have to make any green flag stops in this one. Tyler Reddick has now jumped up to 2nd. Right along here with Christopher Bell trying to get the win and be the 2nd winner, different winner in the 2nd race of the season. Touched the apron just a little bit. Dove a little too early that time. just see the bumps really throwing me around this racetrack. Really, of course, trying to keep everything clean here throughout. First time I had to get out of the gas. Wasn't sure if I was going to make that corner. Entering in that low on the inside. We zoom around the back marker cars at the rear of the field here.
Alright, you're clear.
I can't believe how fast of a car we've got here in this one. Looking like it's going to be a really dominating race on my behalf.
You're clear.
Second race of our doubleheader Sunday.
Still there?
Again, we've got the steering wheel here in this one. Been a while since I've used it, but nevertheless, feeling good. And a little bit of rust in practice. By the time I qualified the car, I've been feeling pretty good. We've led every lap so far from the start of this race.
Careful, still there.
But I don't think these tires are going to last the entire...
Stay at the bottom.
Ooh, very close there to Josh Balicki, but I don't think these tires are going to last the entire opening stage of the race. Of course, we got one stage win in the Daytona race. Start the season, we won stage 1, stage 2. Dale Whiter in second, ended up finishing 8th by the end of the race. That's the half track lead already.
You're all clear up top there. Clear high, clear high.
This seems like the AI difficulty is not at 105, but let me tell you, it is. Notice you can go faster with the steering wheel. Keep the car a lot more steadier. It is more difficult than the controller, but you can definitely run faster lap times, because I don't think I've really ever qualified as high as 4th for a intermediate track race. Usually the short tracks and road courses, they qualify, or at least tend to qualify pretty well.
Still there?
Getting boxed in right behind Brandon Jones, really nowhere to go. Back again on the inside of the racetrack here.
Got a car high now.
23 laps to go in the opening stage of the race already. These first two stages are going to fly by. This whole race is going to fly by. Only 250 miles. 163 laps.
You got room. You're clear.
But it's going to be interesting because I don't know if I'm going to actually win this stage. I don't know where the competitors are on tires, and that might be why they're running slower lap times compared to what I'm running. As my tires are getting eaten alive on this racetrack.
Still there. You're all clear up top there.
halfway mark now in stage 1. Again, of course, I'm trying to stay out of trouble in this one, but at the same time, you know, these guys, only 6 drivers already on the lead lap as we have about a 24-second lead on Tyler Reddick with 19 laps to go in the opening stage of the race.
You got it, Lou. You're clear.
Everybody was good on fuel to the end of stage 1. But again, how will those tires last?
Got one up top.
Here in this one,
You're clear then.
gonna be the question. We might have to make a green flag pit stop before the end of the stage, but we have such a big lead compared to everybody else. That's where the decision will lie here on whether or not we can win this stage. Everybody's just looking for those points to last all the way to the end.
Stay low.
Ooh, gutsy move, the split in between Mike Harmon and Chase Briscoe going up the track into turn 3. We got it to stick.
You got it, you're clear then. Still there. Alright, you're clear. Got one up top. You got it, you're clear then.
Second place driver Tyler Reddick now just in front of us. Gonna ride these tires out as long as possible as everybody's currently a lap down on the racetrack in the opening stage of the race. I know when I was in practice I ran my fastest lap ever here in Atlanta, and that's how I know I have a fast car. When I do that time in practice with the steering wheel especially, I ran a 29.710 in an Xfinity car here in Atlanta. Not a Cup car, but an Xfinity car.
Watch those tires.
14 laps to go in the stage, 15% Tyler left on the right front, so they're going to have to pit here. Trying to widen out as big of a lead as possible. That was close, almost made contact with the 99 of Tommy Joe Martins.
You got it, you're clear then.
What a clean race so far. We won't have to repair any damage on pit road. That'll be nice as well.
Gotta take care of the tires.
It's getting a little bit tighter on exit of the corner though, the older the tires are getting. Not so much looser, but tighter. Either way, the handling of the car is still going away. So we're going to have to pit likely right around 10 laps to go in the stage. Stay out of the pits. No, we're gonna bring it down. Don't want to risk it. Oh, sideways!
You're going too fast.
Oh my goodness, almost lost control. Kind of locked the tires up a little bit there. We're gonna take 2 right side tires only. Somehow we kept it from spinning as well as keeping it off the wall, but right side tires, 3/4 of a tank of fuel to fill it up all the way. And we'll see. Everybody was a lap down. We came onto pit road here. Little tire strategy with the 2 tire stop. kind of conserve the amount of tires we have. So an 8.2 second pit stop, that's pretty fast. So try to get back out onto the track and hold on to the race lead. 29% tire wear left on the left front. So we still have the lead for right now. Tyler Reddick is coming. But we have two fresher right side tires, and what he's got is the lead is down to about a little less than 2 seconds. Now we just got to hope those left side tires will last the final 10 laps of the stage. As well, will everybody else have to pit or not too? It's going to help keep some of these guys on the lead lap as well. Taking only 2 right side tires versus 4 fresh tires as well. It might loosen the car up here a little bit more. We'll have to see. Good strategy call though. If we would have taken 4 tires, it would have been tough. See if we would have actually been able to win the stage. And not only that, we would have wasted a whole set of tires already in this one. The 2 fresher tires on the rest of the field is working out perfectly fine here. We try to run a caution-free opening stage of the race. A lot of heavy traffic now just in front of us. Making some huge moves to get around them. Only 16 drivers on the lead lap, 8 to go in stage 1 for Christopher Bell. And anybody else come on the pit road?
Still there? Alright, you're clear then.
Pit road closes when we hit 2 laps to go in the stage. Keep people from pitting, trying to stay on the lead lap. And then not pit to take the green in first after the stage. Yeah, left side, I don't know if that left front tire is going to last to the end of the stage. We've got 6 laps to go. It's at 19% right now. It is going to be very close.
Clear all around that. You got room, you're clear then. You got room, you're clear.
5 to go in stage 1.
5 to go. Clear. All clear. Clear all around.
3 wide through the quad oval as we went to the top to get around both those lap cars.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Three laps to go. So the left front tire will last to the end of the stage. Locking the tires up and almost spinning when I came onto pit road is the main cause for it being that low. It would be looking a little bit better. So we'll likely have to change tires again at the end of the stage, and that will likely be a 4-tire pit stop. And we got a spin coming off of turn number 4, barely missing him coming back to the line. Jeremy Clements went for a spin, and that will end stage number 1. Whew. And that'll make your heart jump a little bit. I did not think we were going to miss him, and that would have ended our day prematurely. But we will get the 10 points as well as the 1 playoff point for winning stage number 1. We are going to pit. It's going to be a 4-tire pit stop. Quarter tank of fuel will be enough. We should. And we will. So Reddick actually going to lose a spot. Briscoe gains 2 spots on pit road that time.
Be smart. Keep your head on straight. Ready.
And here we go. Green flag back in the air here at Atlanta. Stage number 2 underway. We have 39 laps to try and decide a winner. 1 caution so far in the race. It came at the end of stage 1. Jeremy Clements went for a spin, and he is the only driver currently out of the race in the process. So indeed, here we go. We led every lap of that first stage. We've led every lap of the race so far. Strategy here for stage 2 probably going to be about the same as what we had in stage 1, where we are likely going to take a 2-tire stop. At some point during the stage. Tight there at the turns 1 and 2 once again. Into the middle and top side of the track. Chase Briscoe's coming though. Briscoe not going to go without the fight here. Four fresh tires back on the car. It almost feels like the car tightened up a little bit, which probably was a little tighter than what it was when we had 2 fresh tires on it. That's probably some of the issue. Seems like our competitors are getting a little bit faster though as the race goes on. We've got the clean air and have had it since the start. Some of why we're not really pulling away during the second stage as much as what we were earlier. Reddick's still working on trying to get back around Briscoe, see if he can move back into second. Reddick was the pole sitter in this one. He's consistently been in the top 5 all day. run about 50 laps on a full tank of fuel here at Atlanta. Pay for tires 1.5 times a day. We'll go through 2 sets of tires when we do make a 2-tire pit stop once again here. Right along here with the onboard in-car cam for the first time this afternoon. See how violent these bumps are, really just throwing me around inside the car. Got underneath of John Jackson that time.
Car high, careful there. You're all clear up top there. You got room, you're clear there. Got one up top. Alright, you're clear.
Good contact there with Matt Mills, but we're all alright. Late move to the outside there is Casvallo and a lot of the guys into the inside of the corner. Like all 3 lap cars that were just in front of me did.
You got room, you're clear there.
Traffic seeming like it's a little bit more difficult to get around here on this run versus the opening run of the race. One less scheduled green flag lap to run, despite the first 2 stages both each being 40 laps.
Still there. Alright, you're clear there.
Sure, also with the track changing as the day goes on too,
Outside, outside. You got room, you're clear there.
it's likely to cause for some of the issues with how tight this car is getting. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you have the stage racing on here, the track conditions do change from stage to stage, so you really got to kind of adapt how the car might handle, how fast it might be.
You got room, you're clear there. Stay high up here. You're clear all around there. Alright, you're clear.
have 7 drivers on the lead lap to start the stage. We had 6 on the lead lap at the end of stage 1. And one of the drivers got the free pass position.
We got 21 laps.
20 laps to go here in stage number 2.
All right, you're clear.
Earnhardt and 8 can go a lap down. We have 7 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody was a lap down at one point in time before I had to make a 2-tire stop during the first stage. Second lead on Chase Briscoe right now. Again, we have led every lap so far in the race today. It'd be crazy if we could somehow lead all 163 laps in this one. For all 250 miles. One heck of a feat. Cole Custer's about to go a lap down.
Hold your line, got one inside. All right, you're clear then. All clear.
16 laps to go in stage 2. Well past halfway in the second stage. So right front tire's getting pretty worn out right now. Down to 18% tire wear. And assuming we have to make another 2-tire stop, we'll have to see if we're going to actually win this stage here this time. Not like we did in the last stage. We're going to run at least a few more laps though to try and lap as many guys as possible in case we get a yellow before we have to pit.
We're going to beat those tires to last, driver.
Briscoe gives us the outside here, and we easily put him a lap down. So Briscoe in second place now, lap down. So everybody's a lap down once again in this one. It's the second time so far today that is the case.
Clear eye, bud. Easy on those tires, driver.
We'll run at least one more lap of green, under green here before we pit. It'll be our second green flag stop of the day. It will be another 2-tire stop. We have 12 laps to go right now. We don't slide the tires. Got on the pit road pretty well in practice. I did get down on the pit road a lot easier than what I tried to do here in the race that first time, but now we're gonna try to come down for our second green flag stop. Gonna dive on late. Try not to lock the tires up. 43 miles an hour. So there we go on to pit road. 2-tire stop coming our way. We're not going to take any fuel this time because we don't need to take fuel at the end of the stage. hopefully this will be an even faster pit stop than the last time. 8.2 was the last pit stop here. Once again, 4-tire stop. 8.1 this time, so a faster pit stop here the second time through.
You're clear of pit road.
Still currently in the race lead. Tyler Reddick has taken over the second place position from Chase Briscoe. As we get back out onto the racetrack. Here they come, but it is not going to be enough. So still out in front. Reddick has taken over second from Briscoe while we were on pit road. Now again, we'll have to hope for the left side tires to make it to the end. I think they will. They're looking better than what they were last stage when we had to pit.
I need 10 more solid
10 laps to go in stage number 2. Try to get another playoff point. If we make the playoffs, of course. Had a good points day at Daytona with an 8th place finish. Stage points all throughout the day and one stage win. Now we got an early stage win in this one as well, looking for another. That'll be the second of 2 drivers to win the first 2 races, and the second of possible 12 drivers to lock themselves into the playoffs here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Unless something crazy happens here, we're going to win stage 2, and not only win stage 2, but we are going to lead every single lap through both stages 1 and 2 in this race.
You're all clear up top. You got room. You're clear.
Everything's just going A-OK so far.
All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear. Clear all around. You got room. You're clear then. All right, you're clear then. Careful, still there. You're all clear up top. You got room. You're clear then.
Now the left front tire down to 20%. It's getting really worn out, but 5 laps to go now in stage number 2.
Clear eye, bud.
Should be able to last to the end. And we will pit for 4 tires
Clear low.
at the end of the stage.
You're all clear up top.
Means we're going to go through 3 sets of tires here when we start
Got a car high now.
the 3rd and final stage of the race.
Careful, still there. Final clear. Watch those tires. Got one outside now. All right, you're clear. You got it, Ruby. You're clear. All right, I need 2 more good
2
laps.
laps to go in stage 2. We'll see if we get to the end of the stage under green here this time. We had one caution in stage one at the end of the stage. Jeremy Clements went for a spin through the infield grass. His day is done. He is the only driver currently out of the race. Custer just went a lap down there. White flag in the air off of turn 4. 1 lap to go in the stage. Great run so far today for Christopher Bell. He turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 2. And just like Bell did in stage 1, Christopher Bell will now win the second stage of the race. And it's like 3 laps so far. In the opening lap of this one, getting the stage wins in 1 and 2. We're going to take a 4-tire stop. It's going to be an 83-lap final stage of the race. Not all under green, of course, but we'll take a 4-tire stop so we can pit for 4 tires one more time after this and 2 tires another time. We'll just have to see how this will go. About to go green. Reddick won the race off pit road, so we're not going to lead every lap in this race anymore as Tyler Reddick won that race there off the pit road now. But green flag will be in the air here at Atlanta. On the outside this time, Reddick leads us to the green flag. Christopher Bell on the top. Side by side here into turn 1, but we're going to clear Tyler Reddick down to the bottom. Again, another powerful restart for Christopher Bell, but getting less and less as great of a restart each time. And only 1 caution so far today, and Reddick was easily at least able to hold on to second. So we're back up to speed with 79 laps to go. Briscoe hanging on, just less than Greg Golden just hanging on to second place, barely on Reddick. I'm not sure how he got around it for second, but nevertheless he did. And he might seemingly be holding Reddick up a little bit. We've led every green flag lap of this race so far. The only laps Tyler Reddick led were the 2 under caution here in this one. Yeah, other than that, he's not having as good of a day as this. Reddick now back up to second as he has passed Greg Golding, but a little over a second behind the race lead of Christopher Bell. And this is my race to lose. This has been a great race on my behalf all day long. I feel comfortable even with the way the tires have worn out in this one. I feel comfortable that we should be able to make it to the end. What we've got. This final stage of the race, as far as if it stays green all the way to the end, is going to run like 2 stages back to back without a break. Pretty much. Everybody will have to make at least 1 stop, but we'll see if we'll have to make 2. Seemingly very well possible. To the in-car cam once again here. It's time for the final time today. Dominating race so far, winning both the first 2 stages. Just a very quick race. Only 71 laps to go so far, and we've only had 1 caution per incident. It came at the end of stage 1. We narrowly missed that wreck, though. You guys go back to watch. I thought for sure we were going to hit him square on. Somehow missed him. I'm not sure how the wreck started. All I saw was the aftermath of... Oh, my bad. All I saw was the aftermath of Jamie Clements spinning through the infield grass, coming back up onto the track. The gas and time was able to miss him to the inside. There's an in-lap traffic here. We'll likely get to him in the next lap or 2. Right up to the back bumper of Tommy Buckstella. Caution for the 2nd time today now. This will set up an interesting pit strategy here. Got a set and a half of tires left. So I'm likely going to stay out. Unless I take just a 2-tire stop here, but I really want to save. I'll take a 2-tire stop. Two-tire stop only. We win the race off pit road because of it.
All right, be smart out there. Going green.
Free pass went to Jeffrey Earnhardt. 8 drivers now left to go. Great jump off the restart for Christopher Bell. Michael Annette on the inside, followed me right behind. He was able to quickly get into second and clear Reddick off of turn 2. Assuming that everybody took 4 tires behind me, though, we'll get to see how we might be able to make a run at it. We have led every green flag lap of the race, and we've led all but 2 laps when Reddick beat us off of pit road. We all pitted under yellow at the end of stage number 2. Only 1 driver is out of this race. That is Clements that went for a spin at the end of stage 1. Michael Annett is coming here. He might be able to challenge for the lead. Kind of moved to the top here these last couple laps to try and make our way the fastest way around the track, but Annett is closing the gap. Into turns 3 and 4, Michael Annett looking to the bottom for the race lead. He's going to get to a bumper, and he might be close enough to strike now here in turns 1 and 2. Here he comes. Off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. We got a drag race and we're side by side for the lead. Michael Annett trying to challenge on 4 fresh tires versus my 2. Reddick now on the bottom right behind him. Annett got to clear us off of 4 for the lead. And back to the start-finish line here. 61 laps to go. The first green flag lap I have not led this entire race. And now Reddick going to the bottom. Tyler Reddick looking for the lead now.
Still there?
Oh, kind of scuffed the wall there in 3 and 4. We're going to lose a little bit more time. It's going to allow Ross Chastain to get to our inside. He's pulling right up alongside of us, making it very tight into turn 1. Trying to get any sort of a side draft he can. We're holding strong though, and we're going to have the straightaway speed down the back. Oh, brushed the wall again in 3 and 4. Oh, in trouble! Now into the grass. Chastain goes around. We're going to keep it straight. And the caution's going to fly for the 3rd time. It's got very, very loose. Suffered a little bit of damage. I think all in all, we're going to be all right. We're going to come onto pit road and repair that damage. 59 laps to go. 3rd caution of the race. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. And that might be what just happened right there.
Coming to the green, driver.
Free pass and restart at the rear of the field. We're going to restart on the top side here. Green flag in the air. We're side by side with Tyler Reddick. Now going to pull down in front of him here into turn 1. We try to get back up to speed once again. Not really sure that everybody pitted for tires that time. Everybody will still have to pit at least 1 more time before the end of this one. Half-second lead on Michael Annett. Chastain in 2nd. Custer 4th. Briscoe in 5th. Me and Chastain got together, and luckily for Ross Chastain, when he took the spin through the infield, he didn't hit anything outside of when we made contact with each other. Luckily, when I was in the grass, I was able to keep it straight as well. We're trying to run the top side of the track, though. Going to move down to the bottom to block Annette off of turn 4 as Michael Annette looking for the race lead once again. And what has turned into what was a dominating first half of the race here for us, it is no longer as dominating of a race.
Looking inside now.
Trying to keep the straightaway speed off the top, and Michael Annette is right there on the inside into 3 and 4 for the lead.
Still there. He's got room.
Still side by side. Still not able to clear us here as we try to side draft off one another back to the start-finish line. See how loose I am. Just trying to fight the car. Looked like he might have us clear this time, and he does. Crossover move back to the bottom for for Tyler Reddick, and slight contact now with Annette.
You're clear all around there.
Tried to side draft him. We ended up getting together a little bit there. Either way, we're back in the lead. Laps to go. Oh, in the wall, 1 and 2. Annette trying to fight back into this.
You got room. You're clear there.
Not giving him a lot of room to pass us on the inside that time. I knew he was going to be coming. Fight for the playoffs is on. Stephen Light nowhere to be found in the top 5 right now. In fact, he's not even on the lead lap. So whoever wins this race is going to be in the playoffs. Assuming he doesn't miraculously come back and win this one. A lot on the line here. Now pulling away from Annette. Gray Galding is currently in 3rd. Briscoe 4th. 5th is Chastain. I really have no clue where Tyler Reddick is at. Reddick finished 2nd in the 1st and 2nd stage of the race. And still the only driver that is DNF'd in this one is Jeremy Clements, despite the fact we've had 3 yellows, but I'm not sure exactly where Reddick's at. He's on the lead lap still, but he's just not in the top 5. Restarted in the lead. I really think he took no tires on. He's really struggling. Or at least right now. Left front tire really worn out now.
Car there on the outside. You got room. You're clear.
When will we pit here for 4 fresh tires? Not sure. We only ran as long as 30 laps on 4 fresh tires. So if we pit outside of 30 laps to go, I don't think we're going to make it to the end with that set of tires that we have on, but that's going to be our last hope.
All clear. You're clear all around there. You got room.
Like I said, everybody's going to have to pit. Unless they can miraculously make it on fuel the rest of the way. I guess it's not impossible. Most you can run on a full tank is 50 laps. When we all pitted under that last caution, we went green with 56 laps to go. So I'm going to have to save 6 laps of fuel. Just don't know if that's possible. We'll have to see. That might be why they backed off. Could be saving.
You got room. You're clear. Easy on the tires, driver. You got room. You're clear.
It's past Jeffrey Earnhardt, who is in the 8th position. So once again, only 7 drivers on the lead lap.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
Flag pit stops coming right around the corner. Oh! Got into the wall a little bit there again on the entrance to turns 3 and 4. 17-second lead on Michael Annette. Greg Golding just behind him in 2nd. Briscoe with just over a second behind Annette back in 2nd, but he's in 4th.
We're going to need those tires to last, driver.
Hang on these tires as long as possible here. We can run another lap or 2. At least, maybe 3, but then we'll have to make our way down to pit road and service 4 fresh tires one last time here in this one. 36 laps to go.
Easy on the tires, driver.
Is the question down on the inside. Do we pit this time or do we try to wait it out one more lap? We're going to try to wait one more lap. It's risky, but we'll see.
Got a car line out.
3% tire wear at the line, 34 laps to go. There's Reddick in 7th currently. Down to the inside here in turns 3 and 4. Once again, we're going to pit this time.
You blew a tire.
Oh no.
Got a car coming inside now.
Got to make it onto pit road. We kind of blew the left front out on our way down. So we definitely went to the end. We almost couldn't get onto pit road. 1 can of fuel will be enough to the finish. Will the tires last, though? Got some damage to repair, too. We kind of got into the side of Reddick, trying to make our way onto pit road. going to be a pretty slow stop. It's going to be the first 4-tire green flag stop we've had today. Every 4-tire stop we had prior was under caution or at the end of the stage break. We're back out onto the racetrack. Currently in 8th on the lead lap. And will everybody else have to come down onto pit road? We will have to see. 25 seconds off the lead, but got the fresh tires for right now at least. When will, if they all do come onto pit road, when will that be? Heck, and that with being the race leader right now, if we don't get a caution, we'll see how they will try to last the rest of the way.
You got room, you're clear.
Just ran our fastest lap of the ever in the race. That was in qualifying, or sorry, in practice, not even qualifying. In practice when we ran a 29.710. Rewind to the top there, but it is nice to know we ran our fastest lap of the race, though. So we are running some bad fast lap times, and now we had a little contact. The back bumper of Matt Mills there in the 5, who was a lap down, and now Chad Fincham, 42 on the side. He gets loose in 1 and 2, but he's going to be able to correct it pretty quickly as we stay green. Just past Jeffrey Earnhardt off of turn 2 for 7. Still about 2/3 of the track behind Michael Annett. Actually a little over a half track there. 17-second. The advantage here with 29 laps to go.
All right, you're clear.
Said it was going to be a quick race, and it has been so far. Again, only 3 cautions the entire day.
All clear.
Will we have a 4th before the end of it? It isn't impossible.
You're all clear up top. Car there on the outside.
Slight contact there with Jeff Green. We're going to keep it going. That did slow us down quite a bit, though. 13.5 seconds back of Annett. Catching him fast. Again, we've got 4 fresher tires than he does. Everybody will likely have to pit again. If a caution comes out, we are forced to stay out of the pits. We cannot hit for tires again in this race. So that could hurt us to the end.
All right, you're clear. Clear limit, bud.
Just past Reddick for 6th off of 2. "25 laps to go here at Atlanta."
Clear down low.
Wow. Really passing the outside of not only Custer, but the lap car that was under him. Now passing Chastain down the back straightaway. We're up to 4th. That leads Golding 2nd, Briscoe 4th. Briscoe 3rd. 2nd is Golding. Chastain in the 5th position. And Cole Custer trailing him in 6th, only half second behind him, and a couple seconds back from there is Reddick in 7th. Pretty good handling car for the most part today, though. Able to run the top, middle, and the bottom grooves of the racetrack. Preferably running the top when I can. Started off the race on the bottom, moved my line up to the top as I felt more comfortable as the race went on. Been running some fast lap times. Not over yet though, we're caught right behind a couple lap cars. Me and Briscoe. Just squeezing to the inside to make it 3 wide and around those lap cars, and now we're only 2 seconds back of the race leader, Michael Annett.
Careful, still there.
Oh man, slightly into the wall there. It was a little risky. Probably shouldn't have done that. To the outside of Goldingdale for 2nd, and we are there, so only about a second back of Michael Annett. No lap cars in between us now. We got a driver coming onto pit road this time. It is likely going to be Michael Annett. No, it's a lap car. Annett stays out, off of turn 4, back to the line. We beat him. And we clear him at the line. 21 laps to go. Christopher Bell back in the lead again here at Atlanta. Will our tires last, and will we stay green to the finish? Will be the 2 questions. In the wall, off of turn 2, we're fine. Not helping the tire wear at all, or the handling of the car.
Alright, you're clear.
20 laps to go now at Atlanta.
We got 20 more laps.
Oh boy.
Alright, you're clear. Got room, you're clear there. Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting. You're all clear up top there. Outside. All right, you're clear. Bottom's clear.
Stephen White in the 28th position right now, not having a good day despite winning the race at Daytona last week.
You got room, you're clear there.
18 laps to go.
Clear down low. Alright, you're clear there.
17 laps to go. Jeffrey Earnhardt gonna go lap down.
Still there.
Tyler Wright just in front of him. He's gonna go lap down very soon here as well. Oh. Pay attention. Reddick is in 10th. I believe he has already pitted.
Careful, still there.
Some of these guys are coming out of the pits currently right now.
Looking inside now.
And now Greg Golden is going to end up on pit road. 4 drivers currently on the lead lap. Again, will we get a caution?
That car in front of you is coming to the pit.
Not pit the tires the rest of the way. 14 laps to go.
All right, clear outside.
3 drivers on the lead lap. Ross Chastain and Cole Custer still have to pit. Will a caution save them and give them an even better shot to win the race?
All right, he's waving you off in front. He's pitting this time.
There goes Chastain and Custer both on the pit road. Everybody's now a lap down with 13 laps to go here at Atlanta. And it looks like we're surprisingly going to cycle through these last set of stops. Longest green flag run of the day is 68 laps. We had 3 cautions this entire race so far. 2 in the final stage, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. In fact, Jeffrey Earnhardt is the only driver 1 lap down. In case caution comes out, he will get the free pass.
All right, you're clear then. That car ahead of you is pitting.
And that in third, he is 2 laps down currently. Jeffrey Earnhardt on pit road right now, he's about to go 2 laps down. So we have a 2-lap advantage on the rest of the field. Complete dominance here, 11 laps to go at Atlanta. But again, will the right front tire last the rest of the way? And I don't think it will, but all we gotta do is keep it off the wall when it blows and just ride around with the tire on its rim back to the checker flag for the last couple laps, because we have a 2-lap lead on Michael and Ned, so there's no need to really have to push it too hard right now. Even if the caution comes out, still going to have over a 1-lap lead. We have 10 to go, plenty of fuel, 10 laps to the good. And the second longest green flag run of the race if we go all the way to the finish. The last went green with 56 laps to go. 9 to go.
You've got room. You're clear. Still there?
Cindric in 11th right now, putting up a good fight on a little bit fresher tires.
Inside. You got room. You're clear.
We'll go another lap down though. Way cleaner of a race on my behalf than what the Louisville Cup race was earlier today. But nevertheless, this is going to be a fun one. Seven laps to go.
Stay high, stay high. Hold your line, got 1 inside. Got 1 outside now. You got room, you're clear. Car outside, hold your line. Clear high, clear high.
Facing no pressure whatsoever right now. 6 laps to go. Gotta say, I did not think that this was gonna happen. I didn't think we were gonna win by nearly this much. I'm going that in second. I mean, he's got a chance. If a caution comes out, if he can get a caution after getting a lap back and then get the free pass, he'll be back on the lead lap, restarting at the rear of the field. And we might have a one tire at that time if it happens. But 5 laps to go. And the caution would have to come out before. He's going to have to get his lap back. The caution's going to have to come out before we get the white flag, because otherwise the next flag will end the race.
You're wearing those tires down, driver.
definitely way more dominant than that Las Vegas Cup race I had yesterday afternoon. Very good chance it's going to be my most dominating race ever in any of the 3 series. Out of these 163 laps, I have led over 80% of the race. We got 3 wide here through the quad oval, 3 laps to go.
All clear. You're wearing those tires down, driver. You got room. You're clear there.
2 laps to go. Only question now, will we go to overtime? Because other than that, we can still, if that happens, we're going to win this race. Caution, so we will go to overtime. 4th caution of the day now. We got 7% tire wear left on the right front, so we'll have to run a few extra laps, and that going to get one of his laps back here. A free pass, he will then be 1 lap down, but still take a miracle if that tire blows here before the end of this one. We're going to stay out of the pits. We're going to come to the restart. See if anybody else might have a chance to finish only 1 lap down instead of 2. Green flag back in the air. Overtime is underway here at Atlanta. 2 laps to go, only 6% tire wear left now on the right front. Now if we keep getting caution after caution and keep going to multiple overtimes, then that will give Michael Annett a chance. But we can get back to the white flag here. We are now about a quarter of a lap away from doing so. Coming off of turn 4, down to the start-finish line, Michael Annett in second, but Christopher Bell leads, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go. And even in overtime, running 3 extra laps because of caution. We're going to make it to the end of the race here without the tire blowing. It's close, but we've made it. Only 4 cautions the entire race today. Checker flag in the air off of 4. Christopher Bell will win his first race of the year. Bell is now locked into the playoffs for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in the Atlanta 250. Huge victory, and now it's burnout celebration time. Doing the donuts. Now we've blown the engine. Pretty easy victory though here today. 84 minutes total time here in this Xfinity Series race. Again, very quick race, only an hour and 24 minutes total time. Only 4 cautions. Got a 1 lap victory over Michael Annett. That was the wreck that we barely missed early in the race. Could have ended our day before we even knew it. Won both stages and the race there. Once again, dominating victory for the second driver to lock ourselves into the playoffs. We had 2 different winners in the first 2 races now. There's Bell celebrating the victory. The dirt ringer. Had the fastest lap of the race at 29.774. Fastest lap that we ran all weekend, though, was in practice. Led 148 of the 166 laps. It was supposed to be scheduled 163. We went to overtime. Ran an extra 3 laps, but nevertheless, it's crazy how that worked out after qualifying 4th. Led every lap through the first 2 stages of the race. And led every green flag lap until we hit a little less 170 laps to go. So that's going to be it here for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. For more NASCAR Heat 4 and other related future NASCAR content, hit the subscribe button. If you like the race commentary and or the video in general, hit the like button. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.